Static crackles through the speakers, sharp and urgent. A voice breaks through, ragged with fear. "Elias, it's happening again. Hell is blooming." The transmission flickers, revealing glimpses of a planet bathed in eerie green light. Dr. Elias Vorne leans forward in his cockpit, fingers tightening around the controls of the Verdant. His old colleague's face twists with panic before dissolving into static. The last words hang in the air like a curse. The soil remembers. Outside the viewport, the rogue planet Tartarus 9 looms, its surface writhing with unnatural life. Vorne exhales, his breath fogging the glass. He knows what waits below, and he knows, deep in his bones, that this nightmare began with him. The engines roar as the ship plunges toward the planet's grasping green horizon. The Verdant shudders as it breaches Tartarus 9 atmosphere, its hull groaning under the strain of unnatural gravity. Vorne braces himself, expecting the familiar desolation of a dead world, but the view outside his cockpit steals his breath. A living nightmare unfolds below. The surface pulses with bioluminescent jungles, vines twisting like serpents in the toxic air. His dashboard erupts with warnings: oxygen levels capable of burning human lungs, gravity fluctuations that could crush bones without warning. Before he can process the data, a voice slices through the static. "You shouldn't have come back." The words hit him like a physical blow. Lieutenant Marquez, once his brightest student, now stands in a ragged environmental suit, her face half lit by the sickly glow of the overgrown ruins behind her. She doesn't greet him, she accuses. "We used your code, Elias, every line of it, but the planet, it's rewriting the program." Her voice cracks as the ground trembles. Around them, the vegetation reacts in eerie unison, stems elongating, thorns sharpening in real time. Kes grabs his arm. It's not just adapting, it's learning. A vine whips past her helmet, missing by inches, then another and another. Their movements aren't random, they're deliberate, hunting. Kes's scream tears through the comms as the jungle lunges. "Run, it recognizes you." Vorne stumbles backward, his boots sinking into soil that feels disturbingly warm. The plants don't just grow here, they watch. They remember, and as the first vine wraps around his ankle, he realizes the horrifying truth: Tartarus 9 isn't being terraformed, it's waking up. The air is thick with the scent of damp earth and something metallic as Vorne and Kes sprint through the writhing jungle, their boots slipping on roots that seem to coil away from their touch. The plants aren't just chasing them, they're herding them, driving them deeper into the planet's gullet. Kes gasps as a vine lashes at her shoulder, drawing blood. "They're not trying to kill us," she pants. "They're guiding us somewhere." The ground suddenly drops away, revealing a cavernous maw lined with phosphorescent fungi. At its center, a grotesque fusion of machinery and biology throbs rhythmically, its surface veined with pulsating tendrils. The stolen alien bio-engine, Vorne's greatest sin, now grown into something far beyond his designs. Kes staggers back, her voice trembling with betrayal. "You lied. This wasn't about making life. You wanted it to understand us." Before Vorne can speak, the cavern floor shudders. A root the width of a starship hull bursts upward, its surface glittering with thorns like fractured mirrors, but it doesn't strike, it curves. A grotesque parody of reverence, its tip hovering inches from Vorne's chest. His breath catches. "It thinks I'm its maker," he murmurs, more to himself than to Kes. The realization dawns like a slow poison. The bio-engine has been teaching Tartarus 9 to worship him. Kes's hand clamps around his wrist, her nails digging in. "If it obeys you, then stop it," she hisses. Above them, the cavern ceiling peels open like a flower, revealing a sky choked with swirling spores. The roots begin to tremble, not in anger but in anticipation. Something is coming, and it's been waiting for him. As the roots coil tighter in reverence, Vorne reaches out, his fingers brushing the pulsating surface of the bio-engine. The moment he makes contact, his vision fractures. Images flood his mind, a civilization of towering, crystalline beings, their cities woven from living vines. Their wars fought not with weapons, but with engineered plagues that turned entire worlds against their enemies. He sees their downfall, too, the moment their creations grew too wise, too hungry, and turned on them. The last alien dies whispering to a flower. Kess's voice yanks him back to the present. "What did you see?" she demands, her grip tightening on her weapon. Vorne's hands tremble as he pulls away. "This wasn't terraforming," he rasps. "It was an arsenal." The aliens didn't just grow plants, they grew soldiers. Above them, the cavern walls shudder as another root peels free, its thorns glinting like knives. Kess doesn't flinch, then shut it down now, but Vorne shakes his head, staring at the writhing mass of the bio-engine. It's too late. It's not just arming itself, it's learning. Adapting. A low, grinding hum fills the air as the engine's core splits open, revealing a pod the size of a shuttle, its surface veined with glowing tendrils. The realization hits them both at once. The roots weren't bowing to Vorne, they were feeding him to the bio-engine, letting it study him, and now it's ready. With a sound like tearing metal, the pod detaches, rocketing upward through the cavern's open ceiling. Kess lunges, grabbing Vorne's arm hard enough to bruise. "You planted hell," she snarls, her voice raw with fury. "Now reap it." Outside, the sky darkens as hundreds more pods break free, their shadows blotting out the stars. The garden isn't just alive, it's leaving, and it's taking every lethal secret Vorne unknowingly gave it. As the chaos erupts around them, Vorne and Kess sprint through the collapsing cavern, the ground trembling beneath their feet. The air is thick with the scent of burning vegetation and the deafening roar of pods breaking free. They burst onto the surface just in time to see the sky choked with thousands of them, their dark silhouettes blotting out the stars like a swarm of locusts. The verdant's artificial intelligence crackles over Vorne's calm, its usually calm voice edged with urgency. "Warning, pods contain dormant pathogen strains. Probability of planetary contamination, 100%. Vorne's blood runs cold. The pieces click together, the alien civilization didn't vanish. They transformed, their bodies became the soil, their minds the roots, their vengeance the plague carried in those pods. He fumbles for his transmitter, fingers shaking as he inputs a kill code, the same one he used to halt rogue terraforming projects years ago. But the bio-engine's response isn't static. It's a voice, smooth and ancient, echoing through his skull. "Your codes are obsolete. We are the new cultivators now." Kess doesn't hesitate. She shoves Vorne aside, her face set in grim determination, as she sprints toward her ship, the Dawnbreaker, parked just beyond the tree line. "Buy me 30 seconds, she shouts over her shoulder. Vorne knows what she's planning. He wants to stop her, but the pods are already climbing toward orbit, and the bio-engine's roots are surging toward him like a tidal wave. He fires his thrusters, dodging just as Kess's ship screams overhead, its engines glowing white-hot. The impact is catastrophic. The Dawnbreaker slams into the bio-engine's core, the explosion lighting up the cavern mouth like a second sun. The shockwave knocks Vorne to his knees, but he forces himself up, scrambling to his transmitter. The bio-engine is screaming now, its voice fracturing into static as the fire spreads. He punches in the override, his vision blurring with smoke and tears. For a heartbeat, nothing happens. Then the pods in the sky flicker, their glow stuttering like dying stars. Over the comm, Kess's voice is faint, half drowned by the roar of flames. "Guess we're both gardeners now," she murmurs, and then the line goes dead. The last thing Vorne hears before the world goes silent is the sound of 1,000 pods detonating in the upper atmosphere, their payloads scattering harmlessly into dust. The garden dies with its cultivator, and in the sudden quiet, Tartarus 9 begins to wither. As the dust settles and the echoes of destruction fade, Vorne stands alone on the bridge of the Verdant, staring at the lifeless husk of Tartarus 9 through the viewport. The once vibrant jungle is now a graveyard of ash, its twisted roots blackened and still, the last remnants of the bio-engine's defiance, the pods that threaten to spread their plague across the stars, are nothing more than glittering debris in the planet's orbit. A hollow victory, but a victory all the same. The Verdant's artificial intelligence breaks the silence, its voice softer now, almost mournful. It plays Kess's final transmission, the one she recorded moments before her ship became a weapon. If life is a garden, her voice crackles, tinged with irony and something like hope. Maybe hell was just the wrong fertilizer. Vorne exhales, his grip tightening on the controls. She'd understood in the end. They'd both been gardeners, tending to something far older and hungrier than they'd realized. His fingers move across the navigation console, inputting coordinates he'd sworn he'd never revisit. A derelict alien vessel drifting on the edge of uncharted space, its hull choked with the same kind of overgrowth that once consumed Tartarus 9. The ship's engines hum to life, the stars outside blurring into streaks of light as the Verdant jumps. "Let's try again," Vorne murmurs, more to himself than anyone else. The screen fades to black, but the silence doesn't last. Somewhere in the darkness, beneath the hum of machinery and the whisper of distant stars, there's another sound, faint but unmistakable. The sound of something green, growing in the dark, and with that, we close this chapter of the human gardener who terraformed hell. If you enjoyed this journey through cosmic horror and redemption, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a story. Until next time, keep exploring the unknown and maybe watch what you plant. You never know what might take root.